Action. Hi guys, welcome to tonight's episode of
Mythic Wyrd.
Thank you so much for joining us once again on session 27 of our campaign season 3.
Yeah, boy.
It's a pleasure to have you guys all here. It's an even greater honour. So thank you.
Just as a great honour.
Shut up. Before we get started, Amita?
Alright, we stream on Twitch every Friday at 7:30 ACT. You can find us at Mythic_Wyrd. We're also on Patreon, 3 tiers to choose from, YouTube at Mythic Wyrd, TikTok at Mythic Wyrd, Instagram at Mythic_Wyrd, and thank you for 100 followers on Instagram. We all...
100!
It's very cool. Yeah, it's
Thank you very much.
that 100 people following us.
Thank you so much, guys. That's a massive milestone for us. To other people, it might not sound like a lot, but 100 has been a long time goal for us. So thank you so much. Keep spreading the Mythic Wyrd and keep hitting those interaction buttons. Keep sharing us and help us reach our next milestone of
101.
250.
215?
250
million.
We're on Spotify at Mythic Wyrd and X at Mythic_Wyrd.
Alright, and before we get started, Jalel.
Hello. So Silver is going on a vacation for the next 2 weeks, so I will be running a special one-shot for the next 2 Fridays. We're going to go back in time to just after the first stage of Chaos and look at the Corendrin. It's going to be wild.
Yeah.
For the first time on the history of this channel, I will not be DMing.
Yeah.
Jalel will be DMing.
Wait, in how many years? Say
In-
that.
Oh, yeah.
In about 3 years, I will not be DMing.
3
I will
years
be
in-
playing.
And the,
Shut up! I'm not gonna tell you yet.
and on
watch
the
out
other
quickly
side,
our
followers go up. And on the other side, this will also be my first time DMing, so
What?
you know.
We're super excited. Jalel has planned a lot for us, so we are looking forward to showing you guys some pre-campaign time and going through that.
Yeah.
Beautiful. And I reckon that's it. No other news.
No.
So, last we left off. The group, minus Björn and Dante, moved away from the swamps into a house that they initially found safe, regrouped, and tried to come up with a plan. Spotting a few oddities around the house, first of them being a bronze dagger that was left on a bed, soaked in blood.
Yeah, that was creepy.
After some exploration of the house and things around, you found that the dimensions of the house on the outside were different to what was represented on the inside. Quickly taking to action, you guys decided that you needed to move, and as you did, a hidden door opened up and an attack was directed at Drea just before Father Bell swapped places with her and took the damage. Escaping the house, you guys moved off into the field before coming together, setting on one common objective, which was getting Jace's soul back, as he does not have very much time at all. Heading towards the ruins of Dread Mordheim, you guys stayed off-road and traversed the dangerous terrain, making your way around the city before eventually coming to the gates of the settlement known as Peak.
Peak?
Peak. Meanwhile, Björn, you had a exciting adventure with Skrillex and Dante, moving through the swamp, eventually getting out with Skrillex's genius contraption. You then found yourselves on the outskirts of the swamp, moving into the forest where Skrillex told you he had a cart and a fast means of travel to get you to his kingdom. With a bit of teamwork, a cart fell from the canopy of the trees directly onto the trails, and as Skrillex inserted the warp stone, you launched. You got into the cart and were launched at crazy speeds in the general direction of where this estate is. I believe that is all that happened. Is there anything else anyone would like to add?
body in the tree.
And the
sign that
gargoyle.
said, enter living and exit dead. Just say.
Correct. Yes.
I mean, Jess is already dead, so you're entering dead. Coming out alive.
Oh.
That's how it works.
Finesse the system, man.
Beautiful. All right. Without further ado, let us continue our tale.
Nothing good.
Okay. Jace, out the corner of your eye, just as you're reaching up with your spear, you notice the slight shifting of the gargoyle on top of the gates. What are you doing?
I'm getting my dice ready.
Jace is cutting the rope that's holding the kid up there. He's going to lock eyes with the gargoyle as he's cutting it down and just watch it, and I think Silver was helping him.
Yeah, I was gonna catch the body.
Okay.
But if you stopped and stared at something, I think I would notice that.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's not like making it obvious.
Okay.
He's just sort of chopping it down
Yeah.
and just keeping an eye on it. And hey, Silver,
Yeah.
that piece of that thing moved. That rock thing over there.
Gargoyle. Moved. I'm gonna stare at it. Do I notice anything?
You tense your body, and as you stare at it, the ugly features of the gargoyle stare back down at you. Its face forever frozen in a snarl. Its large, leathery wings stiff, but it does not move.
Do any of us notice it, or is it just Silver and Jace?
Just Jace noticed it, and then
And then
if Jace said out, then everybody around would have heard.
Did we?
Okay.
Sorry, I just want to ask. There was no noise of the stone moving.
If there was, it was unheard.
Okay.
Okay, Jace. Slowly make your way down.
What, to the moving rock?
No, down. Take it you're up, like cutting the rope, right?
Yeah. Look, I'm almost done. I'm just gonna finish cutting it and then I'll
Okay, make sure you do it quick.
I'm just gonna slice it.
With one last final sharp pull of your spear, the rope snaps, and as the body falls over, you catch it, expecting a lot more weight than what landed in your arms. The impact of the fall in your arms causes a snap, and as you stare down, you see the spine of the girl cracked in half. Her neck torn from underneath the rope, and the stench of a decaying body filling your nose.
I'm sorry, little one. You deserve better. I'm gonna look back up at Jace. How's he doing?
Just coming back down. Yeah, just coming back down. Trying to
So
keep
what-
an eye on the gargoyle as he makes his way down.
Do I notice anything odd about this body?
No, a young girl, probably no older than 13. Long, what once blonde hair, now a fragile dark brown. There's no sign of abuse or anything on her. And it almost looks like suicide.
Oh, shit. And to living. I'm not here, but that's what Yeah.
Hearing my brother's voice in my head. I step forward. I just want to inspect with the markings under the rope, can we estimate how long she's been out here?
Make
Or
intelligence
is
check.
there like any pecks on her from crows or Pretoria markings?
Sure.
What check am I making, sorry?
An intelligence or a perception, investigation or a perception check.
Let's go perception. It's an 8.
There's little marks on her body, and it surprises you that for a body that's obviously been up there for quite some time, you would expect maggots or birds to have feasted upon her flesh, yet there's nothing there. In terms of time that she's been up there, you'd say at least 6 months.
6 months. How come no hunter or Akatoya or anything like that has taken that body?
Maybe they're afraid of the land.
Good theory.
Or afraid to get close to... Do we know what's called the peak?
Yeah.
Afraid to get close to the peak.
Maybe afraid of Heimlich.
Who cares? Let's just bury her. And Jess is gonna look back at the gargoyle. Has it moved?
You lock eyes with it again. Its towering body accentuated by the height above the gate. And as it looms down at you, you hear the soft grinding of stone. And you just see its wings almost stretch.
Sorry, is it getting close to night?
It
Because we were
is.
travelling, right? So what estimate time would you say?
It would be dusk. Yeah, so an hour till night.
Alright, well, it's moving again. Alright, so let's do this. Alright, Jason's gonna just duck down just at the foot of the tree, and he's just gonna start, I guess, clawing dirt out.
You sink your claws into the dirt, and where back in Nagaroth, whenever you not dug graves, but you know, played with dirt or walked upon it or whatever, you would have felt the soft, moist, rich dirt underneath you. Here, the dirt is a off-grey colour, dry and brittle, and were you living and had any sense of nerves, you'd feel it scratching and digging itself underneath your claws. As harsh as the land, as harsh as the cold that it is around, is that same kind of dead dirt that you dig up. Eventually, a shallow grave is dug beneath the tree, and you can lay the body to rest.
Sorry, before it's late, because you said it looks like suicide, can I check, is she clutching anything in her hand like a note, or does she have any possessions on her that might identify her?
Make a perception check.
That's clocked.
That's clogged. So you said cocked. Cocked dice.
19.
It's a clogged
19.
dice.
Cocked. Clocked.
Her hands, one hand is bound tight around the rope in her neck, the other was pointing, and as you examine the body, slowly prying her cold dead hands open, you see tucked inside a small white daisy, still fresh, almost as if it has just been picked now and put in her hand.
What? But you said the body's been here for approximately 6 months, or at least.
The body's decayed within a day from 6 months.
Or anyone not here, can I comment on my
Yeah.
thoughts? Maybe it's like how people come to a grave and offer flowers.
But why would it be clutching her hands? She's been hanging there for 6
Well, they
months.
can't exactly place it at her feet. She's at the maybe, I don't know, just a thought, I'm not saying that's what it is.
What happens if I try and take it out of her hand?
Do you take it.
Is it like squashed or anything?
Although her hand
Maybe.
is clasped, it's as if it was just clasped enough to scratch at her throat for a couple of seconds, but not enough to fully crush the petal.
So almost
Almost
it was
like-
protecting it?
Correct.
Slowly, I'm going to try and take it out of her hand.
Reaching down, delicately, slowly pick up the flower and pull it out of her hands.
Nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
Paranoid.
I just want to, during all this, I just want to keep my eye out of on all the gargoyles that I see, I guess.
There's only one in view at the moment.
Hey,
At the moment?
you literally just said the earth is so dead, like nothing could grow here, right? So to pick a daisy, you would.
You see no daisies in sight.
Oh, bro.
I want to approach Father Cyrus. Do daisies have a specific meaning in Sylvania?
Nothing has meaning in Slovenia, my lady.
Exactly
Wow.
my point. So why is there a fresh daisy in your hands? And I hold it up to him.
I've seen more light in these dark lands these last 2 days than I have in a lifetime. I cannot explain what cannot be explained. Though a blooming flower in a land so dead is yet another sign of light.
But it just doesn't fit. Doesn't make sense.
Nor does this whole land, my lady.
Okay, take the flower.
We must move.
Lay down the body.
You lay the body in the shallow grave and quickly push the dirt on it. It's shallow but deep enough to give her a decent burial.
Wait. Juria. The flower should be with her.
I place it on her grave. Like sticking it to the ground.
Now, sorry, just from last session, can you explain again? So there's a gate around this place. Is that like a solid gate, or like is it like
It's
a fire
a-
gate that we can see through?
It's a solid hardwood gate reinforced with iron straps embedded into a stone wall. A stone wall stretches about the length of the path or the road that goes into it, and then the whole estate is flanked by two large mountains.
Yeah, and there's no guards posted or anything, and we can see what is it? Not Mordheim.
Dreadmordheim.
Mordheim in about an hour away from where we are.
Correct. But
But we have
behind
to
you.
go through the gate.
No, Dreadmordheim's behind you. You guys have gone around Dreadmordheim, and
Yeah.
the estate is behind Dreadmordheim.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. The state where I saw the connection to Jace's soul. Yeah.
Jason's just gonna, once the rest of the dirt's shoveled, he's just gonna sort of squat down next to the grave and he's just gonna say, I bet you probably don't like me. I mean, kinda sucks that I got a second chance and you didn't. But, don't worry. I'll make that bastard play and yeah. If I see your parents or anyone else in there, make sure to let them know. But just remember they'd want you to smile.
As if in mockery, the wind picks up, rustling the tree around you. And as the great oak creaks and sways in the wind. The little daisy is plucked from the dirt, picked up in the wind, and floats downhill towards Dreadmore, disappearing on the horizon.
With the rest of the paint in his can, he's going to use it to make almost the tree into like a bit of a gravestone sort of thing. And he's going to try and do what he did last time Father Bell saw the link. And he's going to close his eyes and he's just going to draw just a smiley face, and it's just going to say, remember to smile.
Father Bell picking up on what's happening. He's going to get chain link, wrap in the cloth again, untied around one eye, cast Seek Invisibility.
Just want to say, for whoever rocks up to that grave.
Yeah, it's going to be messed up.
It's gonna be
But in
pretty
context,
dark.
in context, you're so right.
While, like, if Jace is facing the tree and doing this, I'd just like to turn around and scan the area around us, the woods. I don't know, I just want to do a perception check. What can I see out there? Is there any sign of Björn? Any daisies? That's really stumped me.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
12.
As the light falls quickly and you scan the horizon behind you, you're left with an empty feeling. You don't see Björn, you don't see any daisies, in fact you don't see anything to smile about. Just a dark, brooding land with an ancient history. But you do feel something, not perceived by your physical senses, but there is something about this place, like it's awakening from a long slumber, at the edge of something big happening, as if the whole land is tense, holding its breath, waiting for a command. It leaves you uneasy, as a shiver runs down your spine. You shake off the feeling and return back to reality.
I'll make my way to see Jace's memorial, I guess.
Okay. Father Bellador, is there anything in particular that you're looking for with your...
Just see if I can see that connection between Jace and his soul. Like what happened on the bridge. And I suppose any danger to Jace because of what was under the bridge as well, because it shows me to the ethereal plane.
Peering with your one eye. You see a snake-like energy running from Jace up the hill, through the gates, and up to through the village and the estate behind it. You're positive that this is where you'll find Jace's soul. But But something else catches your attention. A small child sits in a shallow grave. It hasn't been filled. And as you try to differentiate between the ethereal and your actual vision, you realise that it is actually a grave at the base of the wall, overgrown by shrubs and wood and weeds. And the only way you've seen it is because of this small child, through the bush and the thorns that have grown around the wall. You see him simply sitting there up against the wall, knees to his chest, head on his knees, staring down at something in the grave.
In the grave?
Was he staring down at the grave that we buried?
No, in a grave that he's sitting in.
I see.
Can I just say I would have said a prayer for the girl in this grave as well, if it makes any difference to anything.
Sure.
Okay. Has Jace finished his painting?
Yes.
I do not know what we are about to face. I do not know if what we aim to achieve is achievable. But with Sigma's guidance, we are all here to at least try, Jace. The light will prevail if you let it into your heart.
A non-beating heart.
For now. This does not look safe. I think a blind man could tell you this. I propose I will lead the way. Though I do not want you to follow, but rather look for this. I'm going to draw an X on the ground with a stick, with the butt of his hammer, and follow the X's.
Well then where?
The light willing to your soul, Jace.
What do you mean? You're just gonna walk in there by yourself? Is that?
As you say that, over to your left, you'll hear a faint scratching in the ground, and looking over, if you want to look over, there'll be an X being marked in the ground. I'm going to cast Mislead. Okay. It is not I.
Oh, what's mislead do?
So you become invisible at the same time that you cast an illusionary double where you are standing.
Yeah.
The double lasts a duration until the visibility ends. If I attack or cast a spell, you can use your action to move your illusionary double twice your speed and make it gesture, speak, and behave in whatever way you choose.
So your double now is the one talking to him?
Correct.
That's good.
So
Such a sneaky little priest.
it is not I, Jace, but the light that will move forward through this darkness. It may not be a safe path, but the X's will guide your feet, as will Sigma.
I don't really understand what you're saying, but I mean, you got a better plan than me, so let's go.
As he says that,
Mm-hmm.
I want to turn my illusionary double around, and I want to move it towards the child. So what I want to try and do is, obviously there's a gate, it's barred, there's a wall, there's got to be a way in here.
You can't see that the gate's barred, it's just reinforced with
Oh,
iron.
sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't know if it's barred on the inside or not.
Okay, but for the purpose of, if there is a trap or anything, I want to send my double through
Oh wait.
and lead path, but then me as Father Bell, I want to pick a safer path. If there's people or stuff, I want to try and find shelter while I'm invisible, or places that they can follow,
Mm-hmm.
and give them some sort of path, safe path to follow.
Okay.
I just remembered Silver did have
I did scout it out.
his colonia over on the other side, and also I had my bats.
Mm.
Oh,
Sorry, not to like.
No,
I
that's
love what
okay.
you're doing. I just
Yeah.
remembered that we did that last session. So
Mm.
sorry to interrupt.
Quick question. You said it's stone. Is it smooth stone or like a bunch of like rocks?
Like we could climb it.
Yeah.
It is climbable, although it does have sharpened, rusted spikes at the top, but it is climbable. Okay, so what's the plan?
if I go up to the child, does he react in any way?
Don't know. Don't get into it.
Yeah, like I've gone up to the child, so
Still-
the double's gone up to
You
the
still
child.
need your invisibility thing, or everyone can see your ether vision or whatever, like your version of it. Or can everyone see this child?
Was
No,
it
only he can see him.
Great invisibility, I think it is.
No, the thing you cast to see.
I think
Yeah.
it was great invisibility.
Nah,
No,
something
Oh,
else.
see invisibility.
Oh, seeing
That's not-
invisibility,
that's
that's
not-
it. That's it.
You make your way to the overgrown, thorny bush and doing your best to not move it that much, although it does get caught in your cloak and your armor and you kind of have to pull some apart. You find, not too far from where you've buried the last girl, another grave, larger, for a human. And as the child sits there, staring at the dirt, he looks up at you as you approach.
He lost my child.
No. But my mother is. She was here. Now she's gone.
Gonna kneel unthreateningly next to him. When did you go?
I can't remember. But I've been waiting here for her. She never comes back.
Perhaps you should follow her.
I don't know where she went though.
To rest. Can you see a light?
No. There's only darkness here. There's always only been darkness here. As you're kneeling next to the grave, you notice. Actually, make a perception check for me.
I just want to say Jace is following the X's. If he's drawing them was something.
Did you tell the X's to everyone or just Jace?
Tab roll. Dirty 20.
As you look into the grave, you notice that there once was an adult body here long ago. A grave dug for them and a body placed here. The grave has been undug and the body moved. And interestingly enough, you notice at where the head is supposed to be, a small tunnel has been dug underneath the wall. You remember the words on the sign.
What was the words on the sign again?
Enter, exit dead.
Yeah. Exit dead.
I think that's what it said.
So he just left and he died.
I don't think maybe it's a secret.
Secret tunnel. Like, how big is this tunnel? Like, would Father Bell be able to squeeze through it?
Father Bell would struggle to squeeze through it. You would probably have to make a bigger Father Bell.
Without a rat.
Transform Father Bell.
I'm not a rat now. Yeah.
Okay. Very wicked.
Tell me about your mother. I say as I lean closer to sort of inspect the hole. I want to sort of stick my head in there and see if I can see where it leads to.
It's a dark tunnel and you can't see where it leads into, but being this close to the wall, we can assume it leads underneath. She used to sing for me. She had a nice voice. That's all I can really remember.
Do you know the words of a song?
No. But it was something about a bird.
Do I get any recollection of the bird song? Perhaps I can check to see if I can find her inside for you. Do you remember her name?
No, just her voice.
Do you know a way in?
I haven't really tried. I've just been here waiting for her.
Can I, so, sorry, I can tell that it goes under, but from Father Bell's perspective, does it look dangerous?
It's hard to tell. It's a tunnel that's been dug, and all you can see when you peer through it is blackness. You can't walk like anyone else, even Drea would have, or Jace would have to crawl through it, and you would struggle. Father Bellador, with his armour and his size, would struggle to make it through.
Anyone other than Jace would struggle, would you say?
No, you would definitely struggle
Yeah.
with your armour, but I'm saying even the smallest members would have to crawl through.
Like, would Silver be able to get through?
He would struggle as well.
What is your name, child?
That's the funny thing. I can't even remember either.
Well, if I find your mother, I will let her know your weight.
Please do. I don't know how long I've been waiting here, but I'm starting to get angry.
Does Father Bell know anything to sort of rest the soul of the spirit?
It's hard because there's lots of different ways and unique situations, and each one has to be treated like a unique situation.
Yeah.
However, there is always the light.
You know, there is a song I know of birds, though my voice is not as pretty as your mother's, I am sure.
That's alright, I still like songs.
Would you sing it with me if you pick up the words?
Sure.
Father Bell's going to go into a hymn that There's two birds in the hymn.
Make a religious check for me.
Pretty around the light and birds.
The boy doesn't really pick up on the words, but he tries to follow along with the hymn, humming the tunes that are kind of, or the lines that kind of repeat in the same way.
11.
And as he does, he slowly shifting his body until his head is on the dirt, and almost with the sinking of your heart, you notice that where he sleeps is where another body would have been, his own, cradling his mother. And humming, he slowly closes his eyes and starts to fade away.
Does it leave any gold behind? Sorry.
Father Bell really feels a sense of relief knowing this, that, you know, he could help. He's going to... The real Father Bell is going to sort of place an X next to where he is, so that... I don't know how far away everyone is, if they can see it.
They wouldn't be able to...
Like, there'd be a path of X's leading down to there. I do not know if this is safe, Jace. I'm assuming you're coming. Yeah. But there is this way, if no other. I will check the front gate. Wait here or check the hole, but do not go too far. I'll see if I can find the other side of it.
Roger that. Now, Alicia's just going to pull up the handkerchief Father Bell got him, tighten it, and then get on all fours and start pulling this one.
You drop into the grave, getting on all fours, and start squeezing your way into this tight tunnel, into the darkness ahead. What are the rest of you guys doing?
I would like, seeing the grave, I would like to check up on Azra real quick, adjust him so he's comfortable. I'd like to cast Blueberry, first level, give him some.
Fast asleep, he doesn't eat.
I'll leave them almost next to him, so if he wakes up, I'll adjust him again, make sure he's all comfy, and then I'll follow Jace.
Sorry, can I just do one other thing? I've got Steps of the Night, so can I send the real me up over the wall, the invisible me, and just see if I can see where it comes out on the other end?
Sure.
Like, can I sort of work out roughly where it should come out?
That's
like
so cool.
Inspecting and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
You should have said Jay's going through.
Yeah, well, can I
Yeah.
stop Jace from going in first? And I'd like to shed my echo through the tunnel.
The echo's gonna struggle through the tunnel as well. Like, if he's the same size as you, you can send him if you like, but it's gonna be a tight squeeze.
The echo?
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure he can go through walls and stuff.
Can you?
Yeah.
Alright. If he can, he'll be able to make it through fine.
I can't remember because I checked it a while ago. But for now, let's say not until like I get a.
No, if you've checked it, you send him through, and as he goes into the darkness, he gets to a point where the tunnel ends. And it's a dead end.
It's a dead end.
Like, because I can see what the echo sees. Is there anything here that could look like a lever or like a
Make
thing?
perception
or-
check.
An exit dead. But if you enter dead,
3.
it's different, right?
You can't see
Okay.
anything.
I would like to switch places with the echo.
Oh,
That would be
it's like
Oh.
The echo can feel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're crushed.
the tunnel collapses.
I mean, is it safe? I wouldn't do it if it wasn't safe.
Yeah, you would be tight for you. You would be tight, and you can't turn around or anything like that. And if it's a dead end, it's going to be really tight and really hard for you to go backwards.
I would like to start pressing around to see if I can figure out.
Pressing with the echo,
I've switched places with the echo.
you are going to switch.
Yeah,
It's going to be hard for you to get out.
I can switch back.
Ah, cool. That's wicked. Pressing around in the tight space around you, it just feels like solid earth all around. Except one place. Directly above you. It's solid, but it doesn't feel like earth. There's some kind of invisible barrier not letting you pass through.
Even with force?
Even with force.
Okay, I would like to switch out. Well, in the tunnel there's a dead end, and at that point, at that peak, at the top there's it's like a force, like a barrier. I can't get through.
a barrier.
A barrier. Are you sure Cyrus went this way? I mean, the X is here, but I hadn't seen him in there.
I did go that way. My double's there.
Wait,
I was talking to Jace.
and what'd you do?
Oh, sorry, no, I didn't go in the tunnel. I told him to check out the tunnel. Yeah. I flew over the wall to check if I could see the other side.
If Silver relays how deep the tunnel is,
Yeah.
you can track that on the other side, which I'm presuming you would.
I would give information.
Tracking about 2 meters onto the other side. The earth on the other side of the wall is the same dead, barren earth that you saw on the other side, except for a single daisy right on top of where you think that dead end is. The only living thing in the vicinity. What did the sign say?
Enter living exit there.
Until living exit dead. But if you exit dead, it's a different.
Until living exit dead.
Well, I guess we can't go through the hole. We're just gonna. What do we do now? Just have a look at the gargoyle. Has it moved again?
Oh yeah, the code, bro.
It has shifted ever so
Okay.
slightly. However, the alarming thing is, out of the side of the mountain, the outcrops and the moss and the thorns growing on the side, you see the clawed hand of another one just on the edge of the wall, frozen in place. And as you peer up, tracing the hand, camouflaged perfectly in the rocky wall, you see another one.
Shit. There's 3 rock boys now.
Jace, lay
Yeah.
in the grave.
Pardon?
Lay in the grave.
Lay in the grave.
Do it, boy.
Fuck. Please. Please goes a long way, mate. Alright, I'll lay in the grave.
It's a spacey, cold grave, not made for you, and nothing exciting happens.
We're getting my soul back, right? Are you planning to bury me here, or what's the go?
Yeah.
That didn't work. I thought you enter the grave alive and you come out on the other side.
Like a Mario tunnel.
Like, yeah.
Well, that was fucking amusing. How about we just try the front door?
I'm just thinking, what is the gargoyle thinking watching you guys for the last 50 minutes? Just standing inside this gate.
Alright.
Oh, is that it? You're not gonna do any light stuff?
Don't know.
Pops, I'm losing a bit of faith in you. We're not gonna lie.
Wait. Enter
How about-
living, exit dead.
We
Enter the
bury
tunnel.
you.
Enter
Surely
the
that'd
tunnel
work.
living.
Dead.
Enter living, exit dead.
Exit. I
Well,
think
what's
exit
with the
dead is like
flowers though?
exit in the grave.
Was the other Daisy alive or dead?
It was alive. That's the second one.
You enter through the living daisy, and you exit through the dead grave.
Hang on, you said the daisy got blown away, didn't it?
It says there's the only way in.
Yeah.
Is everyone trying to knock you?
I mean, you.
If
There
Bjorn
is.
was here.
It would be the first thing.
I'm gonna say yeah. I'll send the
Look.
double to the front door. And just check the front door. Okay.
Hang on, did you relay what did you or your clone relay what you saw on the
Yeah.
other side?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I already did. We can enter the front door. That's not the issue.
How do you know we can enter the front door?
Last session, I think I scouted it out.
You just saw that there was a path behind the gate leading up through the mountains to a village, and then they stayed behind
Didn't
it.
I scout out if it was like barricaded on the other side or something?
I can't remember, but if you did, you would have seen it locked or anything like that.
Yeah.
Look, there's 3 of the rock things now.
Can I see
Jason's
them?
gonna point them out.
Oh. Can anyone else see them?
Yeah, everyone can see them.
I think they're slowly gonna kill us if we keep sitting here. So, what's? Do we go to them? Do we go through the front door?
I'll check the door.
All right, let's do that.
Pretty sure when the gargoyle was like, yo, hey, check these guys out. They have no idea.
Pushing your weight against the door. You push a little harder, and it loudly creaks open.
Yeah, pretty good door.
I step in.
I don't trust
Do I
you.
see
I
anyone?
don't trust you.
And when I scouted earlier, there was
There is the village, yeah, so there is the path. It is a windy path like through the mountain, and then it opens up between the mountain and to a village, and then the estate behind it. Currently just behind the gate, it's just the path.
Okay. I want to try something before I put an X down. I want to take Father Bell, the real Father Bell, whilst he's invisible, through the door as well.
Before Father Bill does that, sorry, I just
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah,
while
yeah.
everyone's
Good.
together, I'm just gonna slowly release the smoke grenade thing, the Haruka gate,
Hey.
and cast Pass Without a Trace.
Nice.
Just
Okay.
Nice. Alright, so if invisible Father Bell goes through, anything?
Pass through.
I'm gonna lay an X at the door. The gargoyles are looking back at the gargoyles, are they reacting to anything?
Every now and then, when no one's watching them, they do move slowly, but you opening the door and passing through hasn't caused a reaction.
Sorry, this X, how visible is it to everyone?
X in the ground.
I mean, if you're looking for it,
I see.
find it.
It's
yeah.
not like a. Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
All right,
It's not like glowing X or
Yeah,
anything.
yeah, that's what I was initially thinking. Yeah,
front door it is.
Okay, I'm gonna send
Something's
my
not right.
double down the path, but I'm gonna try and take Father Bell wider and see.
The path is narrow.
Oh, there is only the path.
Only the path between the two mountains, very narrow, before it opens up right at the village.
Okay.
It's just gonna get up out the grave. So,
Sorry.
Alright, yeah, let's go front door. I'll watch this gargoyle if you want to watch that one, and then you watch that one. Let's go.
Now I can move my double twice my speed.
Okay.
So I'm just going to move it ahead whilst we follow. So it, over time, creates some space so it can sort of sense out danger and stuff before we sort of get to it.
Okay. So everyone passes through.
Yep.
Okay.
However, passing the gargoyles, Dre wants to remember the deprived, and if I look them in the eyes, do I feel anything? Does it look like the eyes are not stone, like as if something is trapped in there, and is there cracks in the stone?
Oh my god.
Nothing?
Nothing.
At all. Nothing at all. Something is not right.
Can I, before Daria enters, can I investigate the door for any signs of magic or like magic runes put on there or something?
On the inside or the outside?
All of it.
So
Like outside first, and then if that's clear, I want to check it
Or we could like split up and do it.
Sorry,
If you want, like, to the eyes.
and I just want to
It's
Check.
just a door.
something.
this is what I was saying.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. that boy and the mother, they collapsed right outside of the
They
tunnel.
didn't collapse. There was a grave there.
That
Dug
was
for
okay.
them.
That's all. Okay.
Jason's just gonna walk through the door.
Yeah.
Okay.
Same as me.
Okay.
Yeah, feel free to do stuff, guys. I have no idea if I'm leading us into a trap. I'm
Yeah.
just trying to avoid one.
Neither does Jace, so.
Yeah.
You got into a grave for no reason.
I can I still see the link to where, or have I marked the area? Had it moved from when we were in the bridge to when we were?
No.
It's in the exact same spot.
It's
Okay, cool.
Felix's mansion. Because it was not the same spot.
You guys don't know, but
Uh,
yeah, out of game, yeah, it's the same spot.
What the hell is happening?
When
Yeah.
when my double gets close enough, I'm just gonna keep moving forward till he gets to the village area.
Okay. All right. So what are you doing, Darian?
Just investigating for any like signs of magic.
Okay.
And is this technically in the forest?
No, it's not. So everyone's passed through except for you,
Yep.
and you're examining the outside of the door first.
Yep.
Go ahead and make an arcane check.
Silver's fine. He's just gonna keep an eye out for people or whatever. But
Okay.
he's just gonna truck on forward.
13.
The door does have several scratches on the outside, few made by claws, others made by weapons, but you find no sign of magic on the outside of the door.
Can we check the inside, but also can I please investigate whatever locking mechanism it has?
Okay. So you step inside, and so the doors have just creaked open, right? So you step through and make an arcane check on the outside. Wait, are you proficient in arcane first one?
I am.
No.
Okay.
Do you relay this, Dario, that what you're doing?
Yes.
Oh, fantastic. I'm gonna assist Dario in his search.
I got a dirty 20.
Oh! No,
You
like,
said
can
that
I, sorry, can I actually though? Because,
Dario, with that check, you see that on the inside of the door there is sigils.
Don't know what they mean.
You're not sure, but if you want to relay that information to Drea.
Everyone has these signals, but quietly.
um,
God was coming.
with my experience and also all the knowledge that Björn has taught Drea, I would like to approach it and do an arcana check. Do I recognise this? Arcana, yeah?
Arcane check.
Sigils in Savania got Silver's tension as well. Are those any sigils that he recognizes?
Not
I love
like,
silver.
would there be a reason why you would recognise them?
A few. One of them is Malcolm's Tower. Those sigils that he saw everywhere. Any of those?
What'd
Okay.
you get, Drea?
That's it. That's
I
all
got
I
a
wanted to know.
12.
The sigils are definitely arcane of nature and some kind of warding spell.
Okay.
And as you look up at them, the doors swiftly close behind you guys.
Okay. Is there any like locking mechanism?
There is no locking mechanism.
But if we try to open the door,
Can't
There's
leave.
no
You live in
handles.
Enter living. I guess if we exit.
Exit through the grave, I think. Maybe it's to get out, not to get in.
is the
exit
daisy
there.
still
Sorry,
there?
can I just say, so just to speed it up, so with Father Bell, essentially, if he can get to Jace's soul with his clone without being interrupted, he's going to head that way.
His clone's visible, right?
It completely visible. You can talk, you can interact with it. Yeah, it just looks like him.
How long does that last?
An hour, and he can move double speed. So if it was an hour away, I assume he can get there any time.
Mhm.
If there's any interaction, you stop it. Otherwise, that's what he's doing.
Okay.
And the real Father Bell is just gonna mark spots of safety as he goes through.
Okay.
You can see through your clone and all that stuff too?
Mhm.
That is such a wicked.
Well, both times.
No, I'll switch between them.
Is the daisy still there?
Daisy's
But
still
I
there.
mean, it's double must be. So up to a certain point, I'll be
How
able to
is
see
it there?
through one
Like,
or
is
the
the
other.
ground underneath it just dirt? And it's just placed in the dirt? But is there like markings to see like it's been pushed into the dirt? Or is it naturally there?
Make a perception check.
Silver's gonna get some jerk and start eating it
Oh, what
from
check,
his
sorry?
satchel.
Perception.
Roleplay.
21.
You're the only one.
The
who's
daisy
today.
has grown there.
The real
Grown
Naturally
there.
grown. And as you examine the area around it, you realise it's actually a small mound. And looking at the mound, it looks like the dimensions of another grave.
Is there only one singular daisy? If I don't want to damage it, but if I dig a bit around it, does it look like it goes like? How to explain this? Like it goes down into, let's say, like a body or something it's grown out of, or
You can spend some time digging if you like.
I don't want to damage it though. Do we have the time actually?
We gotta get to Jace's soul.
Red, there's no time for flower picking, alright?
Is there anything around that I could almost possibly hide it from view?
Hide
Cool.
the daisy.
Be able to come back to later?
Okay.
Yeah, if you like, you can. There's, like dead, viney roots and things like that. You could place on top of it.
Sorry. If seeing the daisy in the dead girl's hand that was still fresh, can I make the assumption that if I pick it, it will stay alive or will it die? Because normal flowers would, right?
Correct, and that's the assumption you would come to.
So I'm here eating my jerky. Is Drea still? And I'm watching Drea. Is she still climbing, or she reached the top yet? Was that?
Wait, she hasn't
Not
climbed
climbing.
anything.
Okay.
What's in the jerky?
I'm just hungry,
Are you
man.
on your second piece?
I'm just like, come on, let's go.
Second breakfast.
Oh, this is my fourth piece.
Looking at the
Okay.
gargoyle.
Sorry, I would like to hide it without trying to damage it because
Okay.
if we make it out alive, we're able to come back to that.
Okay. Jörn,
Oh, yes.
the G-force on this thing is absolutely mental, and at times you swear you feel the front lifting. Skrillex is still atop the front, screeching wildly as this thing blasts through on the trail. And it's
How long have we been on it?
you've been on it for about 4 minutes.
Oh,
And it's at that exact time you realise you did not see any kind of braking mechanism before you got in.
Oh shit.
Skrillex is king!
How do we stop?
How do we stop? Stop! We go faster! It goes to the back and hits some kind of lever, and this time the whole thing lifts on two wheels as it just speeds through.
Oh my god.
Am I enjoying this or am I? This is like.
This is horrible.
Anyone
enjoying it?
The guy or not?
Dante is currently trying to hold in his vomit, and Skrillex is the only one enjoying it on the front. On top of now the pitched cart, Skrillex stands on top of it,
Oh, jeez.
wildly cackling as the body on his back just goes,
up.
just shakes violently in the wind.
Like blocking its kicks.
Skrillex at that moment points, "That's how we stop!" You look to where he's pointing, and as you're quickly approaching the manor, you see a line of zombies on the track.
Oh my god.
You realise now why the cart's red.
Jesus, sweet.
Skrillex hops down into the car, and as the wheels pitch back down, you hear the first smack. Bodies and parts and ligaments just go flying everywhere as you're showered in blood. Fresh blood just paints the whole cart. And as you look to your side, there's just Dante with an intestine wrapped around his head.
Oh my god.
Before he turns and barfs in the wind. The next one, push, 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 push. As you hit about 15 coming on your way through, slowly slowing the cart
I
down.
feel like there's like a moment where time slows down and you just look up and you just see body parts just flying.
Exactly.
Classical jazz music in the background.
Before finally, with one final slam, you topple to the front of the cart as it rocks back and forth. And it's finally over.
I think Skrillex needs an inspiration point.
Am I nauseous?
Very. Make a constitution saving throw.
Shut up. Natural one.
So fitting.
Somehow, in this whole part, you've managed to swallow either blood, offal, or some kind of intestine. And all of a sudden, as soon as the car stops, you heave as your back strains, and off the side of the car, you begin throwing up. Bile and then a piece of what you think is a tooth comes out.
Oh,
And as you vomit, you take 1 point of exhaustion.
oh,
Jeez.
Whoa.
Alright, what does that mean again?
Oh, actually, no, make another con saving throw.
Oh. Hopefully it's better than a natural one. Natural 20!
Yeah.
You just have to get that tooth out.
Okay.
Yeah,
You
my con's positive, so
spit out the last of it and suddenly realise you quite enjoyed that.
the whole experience.
Not having the offal in your mouth, but now that it's over, it was quite exhilarating. See? Skrillex is smart. He lures them to the trucks, and then he nails their feet to it!
Wait, they were nailed on the track. Oh my god.
This is why you need Skrillex.
Wait, did he let him like laying down?
No,
Or
standing up.
standing up?
He's nailed.
That was definitely something new.
Yes. Was it fun?
Yeah.
You hear Dante still in the background.
That was wild.
Okay, now stop talking, my here.
Right, I just feel like I've got so much energy all of a sudden.
That's good. You can walk faster now.
What? After all that, we're not here.
Yeah. Look. Welcome to Skrillex's kingdom. You see a cave dug out underneath on the side of a hill. Earth has been removed and beams of wood have been placed underneath to support this cave. And in Skrillex's digging, he seems to have managed to dig up to the wall of the estate above.
What estate is this? Was this our destination?
When he was pointing to his kingdom, he was pointing to the estate behind Dreadmore Time.
Which was our destination.
Yeah.
So he's managed to dig a cave to the wall of the
Yes,
estate.
like not to the wall of it, to like the bottom wall of
Yeah.
like an underground floor of it, or a footing,
So So I can see like to the end of this cave.
Yeah, you're in the cave at the moment.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Where the
Alright.
cart
I'll
has.
have a look around.
You
Other
see.
than this wall, do I see the entry point inside the estate or something?
First of all, you see the place is filled with junk. Nothing valuable, but items like weapons, or mundane weapons, tools, maps, papers, everything has just been hoarded and chucked in here. Second of all, the walls themselves are decorated with scratchings. Words that are misspelt, most of them making no sense at all to you, have been carved into the earth. You see a singular door, thick, wooden, reinforced with iron strips, with a grate through it, iron bars that you can look through,
So this is like an escape.
and on it, scratched on the door, misspelled again, do not open. Open, do not. Open, don't do it. Scratched everywhere on it.
With the same handwriting?
Same handwriting, yet with your investigation you can tell some of it is old, other of it, the other half of it is actually quite new, quite recently carved into the wood. On the other side of the grate, as you freeze in place, as you lock eyes with it, is a masked figure.
Oh.
A hood covers an ornate, deep bronze mask, terrifying, and in the holes that have been cut out, only darkness.
What?
He stands at the door, staring at you two.
Do I recognize anything?
On the other side of the door, on your side of the door, just before the door, a stream of water constantly drips, running through the floor, through a grate that hasn't been put there by Skrillex. It runs through before running off the edge of the cliff, out of the edge of the cave, and out into a drop. You
So
realise
it's-
Skrillex's tracks in the last few moments actually go over this large gap and he's built tracks, engineered tracks to go over this gap.
Oh, so outside of the cave there's a gap.
There's
So
a
you-
gap, and the only way in is via Skrillex's tracks.
Okay, so it's like a bit of a moat around it, is that what you say?
There isn't actually water underneath.
Yeah.
All you can see when the water runs off,
Just a
Fog.
cliff edge.
underneath
Oh
you.
shit. So, and where's this water coming down from? Does it look like it's deliberately, like there's a pipe system or something?
There is.
Hmm.
But the pipe is cracked, and the water drips from the pipe,
Okay.
constantly running, echoing as it drips on the floor.
And this figure behind the door, I don't recognize him or anything, but it's a live figure staring at us, like waiting for us almost.
Make an intelligence check.
So is this kind of like
Taking the
Tyrion
undead advantage.
jail cell where it's like open?
What's
is
that,
that
sorry?
what I'm thinking?
Sky cells.
Imagine
Yeah.
if it's like Skrillex is just
kind
like
of,
a
yeah.
scarecrow.
advantage on faithing the undead.
Roll with advantage.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's the baby elf or something. What do we do? Intelligence. 15. That was just straight intelligence, yeah?
Yeah. As you have a look at these haunting masks, as it locks eyes with you, a deep orange light slowly shines up on its face as it holds a lantern to the grate.
Skrillex. Is this your friend here waiting for you?
Sorry, 2-6.
Take your time, my friend.
This is the face you see, and the lantern.
Oh, damn. Is that what Black Souls?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see. Oh shit.
Friend of yours.
No!
Hey, you told me about this. I think.
Alright. Angry neighbour then. Nosy neighbour.
Very nosy. He wants to steal Skrillex's treasure.
Or this treasure, I presume.
Can you keep a secret?
I'm incredibly good at keeping.
Pinky promise.
Do we have to do this every time? I mean, haven't you learned to trust me by now? Dante, just promise him.
Mr. Bjorn, I think I swallowed your toe.
That's alright, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, right?
This isn't Skrillex's treasure. This is a distraction.
Uh-huh.
Skrillex
that's
keeps
interesting.
his treasure in that.
And he points to what looks like to be a stone bench. But as he goes over, you can see there's a latch on it. With his claw, he sticks his nail in there, undoes the latch, and slowly opens it up. Looking at you.
This is Skrillex's treasure.
What is that?
Empty.
My, you're a clever little rodent, aren't you? Do you realise that's empty?
What?
He screams, echoing through the cave, radiating outside, before he pulls the dagger out of his belt, launches himself at the door, and as he latches on, he stabs the dagger at the face. There's a vibrational wave of energy, a flash of light, and you see Skrillex thrown back several feet onto the ground, hitting the ground hard as he slides to the edge. The figure doesn't move, and Skrillex lays unconscious on the floor.
Oh, jeez.
What?
Yeah.
Sorry, you said at the face? What face?
Where the door is?
Oh, I see.
Behind the grate.
I see.
Oh. Wait, go over to Skrillex? Are you alright?
He's unconscious.
Well,
Here, have some gold.
It lands on him. Nothing happens.
Oh shit. Is he like hurt, unconscious, or just like knocked out?
Make a medicine check.
Yep, that's so -2, that's a 5.
You're not sure. And eventually, still barfing, Dante comes over. Mr. Bjorn, are we really going to try and save him?
Well, I mean, do you see another way in?
I don't think I want to go in, Mr. Bjorn.
I'm just gonna,
Look at that creepy guy.
yeah, about him. I'm gonna get up to look at this guy and be like, so, what's your deal anyway?
No response.
Is there another way into this estate?
No response.
Do you like treasure or something as well? I've got plenty of gold I can offer.
He leaps to his feet, and as you turn, meet eyes with him. He goes to reach for his dagger, realizing it's not there, jumps back.
What happened to the dagger?
It's slid across the
Oh.
ground. He jumps back, snarling.
Whoa. Just hold on. I have no idea what's happening. You attacked that guy, then you flew over.
He
Across the
slowly, as you're talking, crouches, putting on his disguise, and just keeps one eye open, peering out from underneath, staring at you. What's your insight?
Shit. Impressive?
Yep.
8.
You realize that he doesn't recognize you.
Oh, dang.
What?
So I can't. Bjorn comes to this realization.
Yes.
Skrillex, it's me. Bjorn. We pinky promised. I gave you gold. I gave you gold, but I didn't promise you anything further.
How do you know Skrillex's name?
We're buds. We just went on a crazy roller coaster ride together.
How did you get to Skrillex's kingdom?
You brought me here.
Skrillex doesn't bring people here.
Not just any people, but best buds.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh, that is a shit roll. Can I roll again? No.
Skrillex doesn't remember you. Intruder.
Wait. Well, hold on. See that guy? Your nosy neighbor? It's all his fault. He made you forget.
One eye, his head goes underneath and pops out in another angle, looking at the door.
Don't open. Skrillex wrote that. Yes. That's Skrillex's writing. Don't open. But why? Because Skrillex is smart. Skrillex leaves notes for Skrillex. Skrillex doesn't see any notes about you.
I see what you're thinking. But I guarantee you, it's just because we just arrived here. Tell him, Dante.
Mr. Bjorn, that's lost his mind, Mr. Bjorn. We saw you in the swamp and you were mugging and
We helped you.
Do you help
Your bag
Squeak's
of
mug?
Yeah, your bag of holding. It's got a ton of shit in there. Have a look. We helped you gather that. You told us. You showed us where your cart was in the tree. And your tracks. And you nailed the zombies to the track.
Yes.
Incredibly smart, by the way.
Skrillex does do that.
I know. Now, would I know this if you hadn't shown me?
he's
Skrillex is
slowly
smart.
coming out of his hideout. Make another persuasion check with advantage.
Nice.
I mean, I could just leave that. I like it.
Yeah. Skrillex is my favorite NPC.
Oh, 2 shit rolls. 14.
Okay.
Well, you know what? I've got it. This will prove it without a doubt. Along our journey, I've given you several coins, identical to this one. I'll pick it up. Show it.
Good.
And you have several more that I've given you. Identical. And I've given them to you, just like this. I'll flick another one. I don't know which one I have left.
Snatches it out, examining it in his hand.
And where did Skrillex put them?
Their pockets, or I guess in your bag of holding.
You saw him put them in his bag of holding.
Yep. In there. Along with suits of armor, shields, rusty spearheads, a tooth, I think at one point. Whatever you
The
can
whole
find,
body.
really.
I think I hand because he couldn't get
Stay
the
right there. And Skrillex will check. And if you're lying,
I'm not.
and you're here to steal Skrillex's treasure,
I would have
he
already
will
touched
kill
on.
you.
Okay. Just check.
One eye on you, the other on the bag. He slowly opens it up, pulling his hand in there. You hear the clanking of different materials before he eventually pulls out a coin. He drops the bag of holding, and with one eye still on you, he holds up one coin on this side and the other coin in front of your face. Every second, moving it just to make sure you're not coming at him.
Human thing speaks the truth.
Nice.
Oh. I thought he was flicking me back and forth. I was like, that's not on bread.
But why doesn't Skrillex remember you? Are you Skrillex's friend?
Yes, without a doubt. But let me explain to you what just happened. See that nosy neighbor guy? The creepy guy watching us through the door? You got angry, charged at him, tried to attack him, and then some sort of power flew you back, and you lost your memory.
Why did
And by
Skrillex
the looks
attack
of it,
him?
it's happened more than once before.
But why did Skrillex attack him?
Well,
Guys, got me trigger the whole thing all over again.
here's the thing. We had nothing to do with this. We came in, we were happy, we were having a good laugh about all the treasure we found, and we went to put him in your secret spot because, all this is just a distraction.
Skrillex told you?
You did, because we're buds, that's what I'm saying. And
Did
all
you
this...
pinky promise
We
with
did. Too many times. And now that secret spot, just over there, at that stone bench,
Yes.
it's empty. Nosy neighbor did it. Don't get angry again. Wait, hold on.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Was that? Oh no. I thought that was 2 natural ones for a second. I'm rolling social persuasion. That's 48 again. Sorry, 30.
He goes to yell, and as soon as you say that, he's like mouth's open, eyes are bulging, one eye's on you, one eye's on the guy.
Just whatever you do, don't attack him. You lose memory of everything.
He slowly closes his mouth.
Skrillex put his whole life savings in there.
I mean, such a sad life. You're spending a mugging the swamp bunch. You know, I feel for you. You worked hard.
Skrillex is poor now. Where's his treasures gone?
At least you've gained friends along the way, right?
He slowly slides down the wall, his head in his hands.
Well, maybe this guy here really did take it. But clearly you've written on the door not to open it.
So who took it? Nobody else came in. Nobody but you two.
Why shouldn't we open the door?
Skrillex doesn't know,
Who is that guy?
but he's smart and he left notes.
Yep.
So we don't open it.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Find a new spot to write my name and Dante's. Best friends.
What is your names?
My name is Bjorn.
With
Yours
his
is
claw,
Skrillex.
he turns around and starts scratching your name on the wall. Very misspelled.
How does he spell it? Just out of curiosity.
Born. Without the J.
I mean, maybe you could write friend next to it. So you know exactly when you see it.
He writes friends. Question mark. You can see where he's writing though. Like there's writing, overlapping writing, and you can see multiple areas in angry writing done with his dagger. It's gone. Gone. You see on the ceiling. Gone. Treasure. Gone. This has happened multiple times over and over and over again. You also see a map. Very nicely done, not by Skrillex. It seems like he's gotten it from somewhere else. And on the map, it shows the estate, Dreadmordheim, and the swamp. The swamp and Dreadmordheim have both had treasure and warpstone written on them.
Oh, sorry, the what?
The Dreadmordheim and the swamp have had treasure and warpstone written on them. The estate shows the village and it shows the estate. Next to it, another parchment shows a floor plan of the estate. Yeah, the bottom of it has been torn off. Underneath it, you can see what was here scribbled in, as if he once
Scribbled
had the
writing.
map, the full map, but someone's torn off the bottom.
But he's the one who's written that?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, Skrillex. Here's the thing. I want to help you find your treasure. But we've got to figure out where it's gone. And my hunch is in there. So, I need you to remember or look at your notes and tell me of a way that we can get in. And if it's not here, then maybe we go somewhere else. But I have some friends that will hopefully be waiting for me here.
Are they here to steal Skrillex's treasure.
No, no. Your treasure's already gone. Do I get the feeling the guy at the gate is just guarding it? Like he's like put there as a guard? Or he's and is it like a guard? Like is it like a human,
what's your
sorry,
insight?
or something? Sorry, what's that?
What's your insight?
Passive is 8.
No, actual insight.
-2.
You get the feeling that he's there to watch Skrillex, not as a guard,
Mm-hmm.
but purely to watch him and intentionally make him lose his memory.
But it's not like it is. Like, is it like a construct, or is it like
No,
more
it's an actual being.
that's just standing there at all times? Looking over at him, is there any? So there's a mask. Is there any like emotion or anything behind the eyes or anything?
You don't even see eyes. You see
Oh,
darkness
dark.
behind him.
Oh, okay.
No, sorry, they glow the same turquoise blue as his candle does. As his dancing does.
Can I surmise if he's under some sort of trance or something? Or some control?
Make an arcane check.
Advantage on Faithing Under. What the?
Whoa!
That was almost an extra 25.
You don't.
Okay.
As this is happening, by the way, Dante has gone over to the chest and has opened it. And it's just... You can hear him talking to himself. Could have taken the gold. Could have gone and married a pretty girl. Had a family like Mr. Beyonce. What am I doing here?
Alright. I'm gonna do something perhaps a little bit risky. But my signature move, I'm gonna try and gently at first, because I don't want to lose my memory. But
Oh my god, can you imagine if that happened?
I wanna. Well, can I understand how that happened first of all?
You're not 100% sure, no?
Okay. Well, I'm gonna use Detect Thoughts on this too, right? But for the duration of it, so when you first cast the spell, focus your mind on any one creature that you see within 30 feet. I'm actually even try to Skrillex actually. If the creature you choose has intelligence 3 or lower, doesn't speak, it can't be affected. Okay. So if this creature has intelligence of 3 or less, it can't be affected.
So, sorry, are you doing it on Skrillex or are you doing it on the dude?
Well, I was just going to say, you initially learn the surface thoughts of the creature, what is most on its mind at the moment, and then you can shift your attention to another creature's thoughts or attempt to probe deeper, right?
Okay.
So before I probe, I just want to like see, as I'm like looking at this tray, no emotion, no nothing, is there any surface thoughts before I like dig it?
You reach out, careful and cautious,
Unless you remember.
probing this mysterious figure.
Not probing it, but just like surface thoughts.
Darkness.
So like surface thoughts would be like, I'm hungry or whatever. Like he's got none of that.
Nothing. A void, pure emptiness.
All right. So I'm just gonna linger on him for a bit, and I'm gonna say, Skrillex, as your best bud, I might be able to help you remember. where what's happened. But remain casting a spell upon you. Are you comfortable with that? Remember, we're best buds, and I only want to help.
Will it hurt, Skrillex?
Not if you open yourself up to it.
Does Skrillex have to take his clothes off?
Is he aware of that? Is
Human body on his back
Is
is
it
just
is just somebody,
Takes off his backpack.
Normally, yes, but I'll make an exception for you.
How do I open?
Just think of something that makes you happy.
Gold makes me happy.
We'll focus on that with both eyes. Or eyes closed, whatever works.
Okay, but before, you need a pinky promise that you're not gonna hurt Skrillex, or Skrillex will kill you.
Sure. You promise.
Okay, Skrillex is ready.
Good.
He opens his mouth, gaping at me. I can open.
Oh my god. You don't have to do that.
Yeah.
Just,
Oh, good, because it makes Skrillex thirsty.
just, I've got an idea. I'll go get the 2 coins. Sorry. Get those 2 coins. Right? Didn't I say they were identical?
Yes.
Well, there's one difference between them.
So you lied to Skrillex.
It's a secret. See if you can pick it out.
Skrillex likes secrets. So what?
Focus really hard. No, I'm gonna.
You dive in, passing through the surface thoughts.
Well, I want to see what it says. What's
Greed, money, and at the moment, the wolf on each of these coins looks very, very much like a rat. Is it a rat or is it a wolf? They both look the same. Where did he get these coins from? From his best friend. Skrillex has friends? Skrillex has friends.
Oh. A spy like that, and then push a little further.
You push through. And you come to a wall. A wall that has been reinforced multiple times over and over again.
I just want to say, sorry, just real quick, so I'm not doing this wrong. So you could probe deeper, the target must make a wisdom saving throw, but because I tried to get it to open up to it,
that's right. There is thoughts.
You gain you gain insight into its reasoning, if any, its emotional state, and something that looms large in its mind, such as a worry or a love or a hate. Questions verbally directed at the tide creature naturally shape the course of its thoughts.
There is lots of thoughts in Skrillex's mind, yet they're all blocked by a wall mentally put there, reinforced multiple times before, not by himself, but something else, keeping those memories hidden in the back of his head.
There's a really cool part to it. Sorry, I just want to read one more thing. I've never read this before. You can also use this spell to detect the presence of thinking creatures you can't see. And when you cast this spell, you can search for thoughts within 30 feet of you. The spell can penetrate barriers, but 2 feet of rock, 2 inches of metal, or a thin sheet of lead blocks you. You can't, you push past those. can't detect the creature with a 3 or lower, so well, I could have detected if there's anyone else thinking, and that guy behind the door, I could detect if he's a thinking creature as well.
That's really
So, sorry, I just, because I haven't really ever read that fully.
Done?
Yep, so.
You can push deeper.
Mhm.
Yet this wall blocks you. And I need you, if you are willing to push deeper, to make an arcane check for me.
Okay, but is this going to hurt Skrillex?
You don't know.
Can I... So this is something that's blocked. Can I sort of see what it may be about? What it's blocked?
It seems to be... There's a mixture of it. A lot of it is worry, anger are the two biggest things. And then in the distance behind this hazy, foggy wall, you're surprised to find a great deal of pain.
How are we going there, bud?
They're about the same.
Just have to look deeper.
It's a secret.
And that's exactly what I found. So I'll have to look deeper as well. Are you
Do you
okay with
want-
that?
Yeah, do you want me to open my mouth?
No. Okay to check? 12.
Do you
Okay,
wish to
cool.
use your inspiration?
Yes. $27.
Oh,
Hey.
nice.
Worth.
You push through this wall.
I'm trying not to hurt him. If I get the feeling that this is gonna harm him mentally, then I'll think twice about it.
You cautiously, slowly push through the wall. At first, lightly probing, and when you feel no trauma or emotional pain, you push through. The wall seems thick, and as you push through, you hear whispered chants, almost a constant chanting to keep this wall up. You finally break through the other side as mist and haze trails behind you as you step through these doors. The first thing you see is, for 2 whole years, Skrillex has been doing this. Going back and forth, depositing warpstone, gold, weapons, magic items into his chest, going out again, braving danger, surviving, getting hurt, coming back, only to find it empty, raging, attacking him, and then losing everything again. One memory that sticks out and is trying to break through the wall as if Skrillex is trying to recall. 2 things. The first, him depositing his bag of holding, closing the chest, locking it, taking a few steps, and then hearing his treasure moving and sliding in there.
I was thinking.
He goes back to open it, finding it empty. And the last gem of warpstone disappearing into a chute. The second thing, him finding a map of the estate.
Where?
In the estate itself, showing 2 whole levels underneath him.
Underneath him.
And then him coming back to find that ripped.
How did he get in this thing?
As you think that and mumble it to yourself, Skrillex hears it and his thoughts form and shift in misty clouds. And you see a thought surface. One that wasn't necessarily blocked off by this wall, but one that he has suppressed himself. A boot coming down hard on his face, and then again on his rib. You feel the pain as it cracks, and as he lifts his boot up again, his master screams at him. Only 10 kilos this week, you useless stinking rat! Another boot cracks another rib as he goes flying across the floor. But master! Skrillex is trying! Skrillex is worthless. I should end you right now. Give me one reason why I should let you live. Skrillex is loyal! Skrillex... Master Heimlich is Skrillex's only friend! I'm not your friend! You're but a puppet. A tool for a greater purpose. Do you not understand this, you dumb-witted fool? But Master, you took Skrillex in! To use you, Skrillex. To use you like I use everything else. You lied to Skrillex. I always lie. No, this is not real. It is real, Skrillex. And now it ends. With a wave of his hand, Skrillex is grabbed magically by the throat. As he kicks and struggles, he's brought to the edge of the balcony. I'm done with you. He's flung off as he screams. The estate rushing past him before he's plunged into mist. And as the world rushes past him, the last thing he sees is the rock he's about to open up his head on. And that's where we'll take a quick break. We'll be 10-15 minutes and then we'll be back. Thanks for joining us.
Damn!
Skrillex ain't no king.
Welcome back. Alright. Drea, Silver, Jace, Dario, and Father Bellador. You guys have passed through the doors while keeping a tentative eye on the gargoyles that shift every time you take your eyes off them. Passing through the large gate, large rocky walls surround you on both sides with a tight, winding path that leads uphill to the village and the estate behind it. What would you guys like to do?
Just, I'd like to be the first one leading, just in case something happens.
Okay.
Yep. I'll take point.
How's my double going?
Tell me
Yeah,
again
take-
where... Oh, you sent him out the front, right?
Correct. So
Your... The double of Father Bell has now walked to the edge of the path where the village opens up in front of him. Houses scattered around everywhere with lit bonfires and lanterns on doors reveal a village of roughly about 2,000 to 3,000 members.
Oh, so there is actual villagers.
The village looks like it holds that size. In terms of villages, there's probably less than 500.
Okay.
As you approach, weary villagers slowly turn to look at you. Some of them smile, others shuffle back into their houses, closing doors and curtains. However, the strangest thing you realize is everybody seems to be doing mundane, useless tasks. These people aren't living a day-to-day life, waking up, washing, eating, working, doing chores. They're lost. The closest village member to you simply stares at the floor, mumbling to himself. He gets down and starts scratching at the floor before standing back up, pointing to a tree, walking over to it, and started examining it.
And everyone in the village seems to be doing this sort of thing? Even the ones that smile towards him?
The one that smiles towards you is currently sweeping. And as she looks away, she goes back, sweeping the dirt. Not cleaning anything, just spreading dirt over dirt. It looks harmless enough, yet there's an eerie feeling about this place. And as another one locks eyes with you, you realize all of them have solid black eyes. No pupils, no whiteness, just full black eyes.
Does that mean anything to Father Bell? Have you seen it before?
First time you've ever seen it. Welcome, stranger. Welcome to the peak. It's so good to have new visitors here.
Who's speaking to?
Someone off in the distance, looking away from you. And as he turns and smiles at you, he turns away again. Enjoy your stay at the peak.
Good sir. Where can a weary traveller get a meal and drink? Perhaps a warm bed for the night.
Few of the villagers turn to look at you again. You eat.
You do not?
Did you hear that? Must be another one of those crazy ones.
My lady.
Hmm?
The lady who does sweeping. I'm gonna grab the broom.
Oh, it's okay, darling. I can do it. You're oddly dressed. Are you a priest of some sort?
Yes, I have come to spread the word of Sigma.
Oh, wonderful. Perhaps you can look at my baby. She's been squealing all night and all day, and she never stops. Could you perhaps look at her? Do you have any medicinal properties? I'm presuming you learn healing at the temple.
Indeed I do, my lady.
Oh, fantastic. Well, would you mind having a look at her?
Not here. I'll be holding a sermon. In the corner, can you gather the villagers?
No. No, I can't. Best you keep your sermons to yourself, to be honest. Nobody wants to hear that crazy talk around here. Huh. Where should I leave it? She walks off.
Okay. The double's gonna keep heading towards the manse, purposely trying to draw attention. The real Father Bell in his invisible state is actually going to try, with what Dario cast, find a path that of least resistance where maybe the party can go and try and mark it out with X's.
Sorry, your devil's an illusion, right?
He is, but for all intents and purposes, he can talk, move, act
Grab.
like normal.
Just
Grab.
up words.
Yes, he can.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can completely interact.
That's
like
cool.
normal.
Okay. So what is the rest of the group doing?
Just me, or is this place giving anyone the heebie-jeebies?
No, it's giving me the heebie-jeebies.
It's just Saxovania.
Something is not right.
Have
And
we
like, I mean, seriously not right.
Just throwing it out there. Should we maybe not take the road straight up to the mansion? Where everyone can see us?
I think we should try and be a little bit less conspicuous.
Is
Mm.
there even a way?
I'm gonna look ahead. Can I see any other way?
The whole village is surrounded by these two mountains, and although there is paths around houses and things like that, there isn't a very subtle way that you guys could go unseen. Especially because of the estate itself, nestled exactly between the two mountains, has grand stairs leading uphill to it. The whole village is built on this hill, and at the edge of it is the estate itself.
You know what? Knowing the estates, I'm sure there's a secret tunnel underneath those hills. Mansions always have one. There's always an exit. And when there's an exit, there's an entry.
Okay, so how do we find that? Hypothetically, if there is one.
Oh, hello, strangers! Hello!
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
The lady walks off.
And we noticed her black eyes.
You do.
What the fuck?
I don't know if it would be an arcana or an insight, but I want to make a check to see. Are they black as if, like, something's got a hold of her, like it's fucked up, or black as in that's what her body is like? Does that make sense? Like, can I? What I want to try and find out is if it's another kind of creature. Are these eyes just what their eyes are like, or is it like some kind of mind fog or something that is covering her eyes? And say if it was lifted, there would be a real person with eyes underneath.
Make an arcana check. The lady comes back up to you.
That is
Are you
an
ready to look at
18.
my child now? You are a priest, aren't you?
Don't look at it. It's got to do with
Yeah, my lady.
Oh, fantastic.
Where is your child?
In my house, she's been keeping me up all day and all night, screaming her little head off. Bless her soul.
Can we hear
any scream.
any screaming?
There is no screaming whatsoever.
Don't look
So,
at that
are we close to the clone? No.
I'm presuming you guys are all at the edge of the road that opens up to the village
I see.
where the
Yeah.
clone
He's
is,
right-
and I'm presuming you're all going around trying to find the way.
So we're with
The clone isn't. The clone's going straight down the middle.
Oh, sorry, the clone continued walking, that's right, yeah. So you guys can either follow the clone or you're still at the edge of the village.
So So the people are still talking to us at the edge of the village?
Yeah, or if you guys are moving, they're talking to you guys as you move.
Okay.
What'd you get for your Arcana check?
18.
You're not sure. You have not seen this before.
Okay.
Right.
She's no longer interested in us? Like,
Excuse me.
Yes, sir.
Tell me. Are you feeling alright?
I'm feeling fine.
That's good. See, we are a bit lost. Came from a long travel.
Well, from where?
Oh, from out there.
No, you didn't.
No? You don't
This
get
is it. This is everything.
Sorry. What do you mean by everything?
You can't leave. There is no outside world.
of course not. This is everything.
You shouldn't be talking that kind of talk around here.
I know.
I'm just
He's just hit his
curious.
head a little bit. That's all.
Has
Have a
anyone
great day.
ever
And I
tried to
try to
leave?
pull Silver along. Does anyone?
Are you still saying anything? Or are you
Yeah.
going to go with Drea?
Hang on. Has anyone ever tried to leave though?
You can't leave. Where would you go?
Oh,
The
he's
gates don't open.
Such a silly Billy. And I pull you along
Are you
harder.
Silly
Are
Sylvie.
you feeling all right? And he puts his hand on your other hand.
The clone's gonna start in a loud voice in a high chant as he walks towards the manse of the prayer.
A few of them look at you. It's another one. Another one of those crazy ones. Where did they come from? Another one says, we should get the jailies onto him. Get him to put him away before he hurts himself or worse, hurts one of us. But we can't go in there. The house, it eats us alive. They'll come for him. They'll come find him and take him away. And good riddance. So loud. Oh, that's right. Oh, hello, strangers. Is this your first time here?
Is this the same person?
It is.
No. This is everything.
It is. And why would we want anything more?
Nothing more.
Yes. Nothing more.
I'm gonna slowly start walking off.
Do I
Please
hear comments? Because my clone's up there, but I'm behind. Do I hear the comments of the people about the
You
man's
do.
eating us alive and stuff?
You do.
Through my clone's eye, do I notice anything suspicious as I come up to the man? Anything?
As you make your way up to the mansion, you see there's a set of steps before it gets to a platform. And on the platform, a chair has been placed there. Sitting in the chair, a knight in full plate armor sits with his head down and both hands on his sword. Behind him, up the second set of steps and the second platform where the estate is. Two more knights kneel face to face with each other. You can hear soft crying coming from the first one. Oh, hello.
Hello.
You're so beautiful.
You are so beautiful. This is everything.
Is it? Have you ever wondered if there's a world out of this?
Why would I? This is everything we need.
You're right.
I am right.
Can you hear it?
You what?
I don't know.
Me either.
You shouldn't walk here, you
And why not?
know. I don't know.
Me either.
Stop that.
Stop what?
You're very rude. I don't like it.
Did I offend you?
He walks away.
Oh shit. Okay.
feel the,
I was gonna say, does anyone remember when someone told us not to draw attention in Slovenia, and then one of us waved at someone, and then the first town that we went into, it was really fucking creepy, and we nearly died?
I don't remember.
Well, we were told not to draw attention to ourselves and just move along. So if they think we're one of them, we'll be fine, right? But that kind of doesn't prove my theory. Dre is saying all of this. This is all in character.
Alright,
Father
Timmy?
Bell's clone's going to take the first step
What?
towards the man still praying as loud as he can.
Let's just move forward.
Yeah, just keep moving.
keep moving where? Up the road, straight to the mansion.
Goes
Are you going to the mansion?
No!
I thought I heard you say you're going there.
No.
Would you take me with you?
Why
not?
I didn't
Are
say
you
that.
going to the mansion?
Nope. See ya. Just keep walking.
I have a feeling we should not anger them. At all.
The invisible Father Bell's going to try and actually just go into one of the buildings.
No, where's he rolling?
Father Bell is in
Buildings eat you alive.
The buildings eat you alive. Can you hear that screaming? Is
You
it
make your
next?
way through the back door of a small hovel. It's lit on the outside, dark on the inside. And as you step heavy, your armor, the weight of the armor makes the floor creak underneath your boot. The room that you've entered is dimly lit as the sun slowly dips behind the horizon. Yet, unmistakably, you can make out the large pool of blood, offal, and what you know is umbilical cord. Next to the puddle, a cot, something wrapped up in there, not moving. There's a bedroom to the side, a kitchen tucked away in the other side, and another door leading back out to the street.
Does Father Bell see anything in this space that is, I guess, demonic in nature or towards the Chaos Gods?
Nothing.
No sort of shrines of any sort or anything?
Nothing.
Okay. I'm gonna make my way out, and I just want to check the next one along as I move up.
What are the rest of you guys doing?
Slowly moving
We're going-
along, but for Drea, she wants to try and blend in as much as possible. So she would almost try and imitate what the people were doing, stopping, inspecting a tree for a little bit, trying to just blend in and draw. Not attention to herself.
Make a performance check with me.
It's not a 20, man.
Yay!
Plus 0, so just a 20.
A door opens next to the house, next to you, and a man in a coat and a top hat steps out. Seems like he stepped out of his workshop, and you can see wooden planks and carpentry tools outside his little veranda. And as he spots you, he smiles at you with yellow teeth before moving to you, taking a measuring tape off his shoulders, walking up behind you, and he starts taking measurements of your back and your height. Hold still, darling.
I'm trying.
So, does he have his door open?
Does.
I'd like to take a quick look. He's not measuring for coffins, is he? That's what he's...
Exactly what he's measuring.
Oh shit!
Right.
Sorry,
We need to keep
Father
moving.
done one thing before he left that room. I actually want to start a small fire in it.
Okay.
Or like a big distraction, I like it.
Hey, how does no? How do you start it?
Flint and steel.
Oh, okay.
Good old, yeah.
There is a torch or a lantern on the back door.
Fantastic.
Yep. Alright. You
And obviously in a strategic place that will slowly burn it and become bigger as we slowly move up.
there is a child in there.
Oh, didn't you say it was dead?
No.
So-
it's
oh.
just moving.
Oh, sorry, I thought they had tested it.
They have as well. Like where she's given birth, you can see umbilical cord and
Oh,
Okay,
stuff
maybe
like that
the
on the
next-
floor.
Okay,
I
maybe the
interpreted
next
it the
one. Sorry,
same as
yeah,
you
I
did
thought,
instead.
yeah, it was the child's umbilical cords and stuff.
Or worse.
Would you like to set the house?
The next house. Unless there's a child in
Wait,
that one as well.
Is this the same woman that said her baby had been screaming? Yeah, I'm not even there.
Oh, you're a big fellow. Oh, quite wide, aren't we?
Yes,
You're right,
I feel
mate.
like the more time you spend
Oh,
with it.
yeah, it's fine. It's just newcomers don't last too often, so.
Yeah. Well, we got a scoot, so.
Oh, I'll just be a second.
Ah.
How long have you lasted?
Decades.
Decades. I'm sure that comes with great craftsmanship.
Oh, it does. I make the best coffins the estate has ever seen.
How did you learn to make them? Do you remember?
Imagination.
Imagination. How beautiful.
Is it? It's rather dark, isn't it? You talk a lot.
See ya!
I want to have a look around
My plans
And I wanna
A, B, and C
see-
are not working.
if anyone is watching us.
Occasionally, yes.
Okay.
Wait, so like,
Listen, we got to keep moving.
Oh, where are you going?
To our homes, you see. My son and my daughter. It's a bit past our bedtime.
You sleep.
relay.
Really.
That's very odd. Isn't it?
Okay.
See ya again.
Let's go. I have as we're walking,
Mythic's laying is odd. He doesn't think a human having gets a backseat son.
as we're walking, I've got like 2 arms around these guys, and I'm like, okay, I have 2 possible theories of what's going on.
Yeah,
Just
sure.
theories. First one was back in the other town. Illusions. No, they are not illusions because that lady touched me, and I felt it.
But also,
I'm just saying.
I mean,
Double check it. Touch me, and I felt it.
that's a great theory, Silver. But the people in the first town also touched us. And this town.
No, just that lady.
But did you feel it?
Well, no, but weren't you like attacked by the mother of the child?
Second.
You feel an arm
Oh
around
shit!
you,
Right.
and then another one around Jace.
Oi, piss off, mate.
No. Just spit at him.
No.
Just gonna quicken my pace.
2 more join on the other side of it.
Okay,
What's
okay.
Daria doing?
Yeah,
Yeah, where is Dario?
Dario is
Still checking out the gate.
he's actually going to go down the path a bit, and to help his friends, he's going to drop to the ground and just pretend he's having a manic episode.
Make a performance check.
Just to clarify. So
Um,
we came in here. This is sort of the town, right?
Correct.
And it's like a valley up to the mansion.
Correct, yeah. And then, like, if you imagine, so this is the path, you know, a winding path, that's the gate there, so you guys, village, and then this would be steps up to the mansion, and this is all on an incline up to the mansion.
You guys need a goal of what you're doing, otherwise I think these villagers are gonna.
Yeah, we're
Okay.
trying to walk forward
So
without
rough
getting
one
bombarded.
has
But-
invisible
yeah.
Father Bell lit a fire, and 2 has the double past the first guard, the guard, or reach the first guard.
You take off the lantern, tossing it into the house, hearing the glass shatter. And
Sorry,
nothing.
my spell
What?
ends if I cast a spell or do an attack. That wouldn't be classified, so I would have been
No.
cool.
As you throw it into what looks like the most flammable part of the house, somewhere where the roof's caved in and there's straw and everything. With all reasoning that should take, and it does not
At all.
at all.
The flame just disappears.
The candle just keeps burning, yet nothing around it takes. The other Father Bellador lands his feet on the platform, and the knight slowly stands up. He stares down at you, larger than Father Bellador.
And that's
He's a giant.
Hmm.
You are not welcome here.
And I will enter nonetheless.
Then you will enter in pieces. He flips his sword around, and I need you all to roll initiative.
No!
Oh.
No.
So I have a
I was
theory,
being friendly.
and I wanted to. They're like a hive mind, I think, where they all know what's happening because they're all.
The vibe I'm getting
That's
is
the
like.
vibe I'm getting.
The vibe I'm getting
Because like
is
that guy
like,
came straight out of the shed and started measuring us with the tape. Like, how did he know we was there? Why does he have the tape?
the vibe
Oh,
I'm getting
shit.
is like Scarlet Witch enslaving a whole
Yeah.
town, and then they're stuck in their own mind and they're stuck doing the same things
Yeah.
over and over again. That's the vibe I'm getting.
Initiative? Why am I always wrong, Logan?
Actually, before you guys roll initiative, it is with great sadness that I'm
No.
going to have to end the session here. We're about to enter into something really big, and I'm afraid we don't have the time tonight to continue it. And as this is Silver's last session, we won't be continuing for another 2 weeks.
Oh,
However,
yeah.
in the meantime, we do have Jace's campaign, so stay tuned for that. And then after that, we'll be jumping back into this campaign. So stay tuned to find out what the hell is happening in this estate, what the hell is happening with Skrillex, and how the party is going to get Jace's soul back. Thank you so much for joining us, guys. Remember, like, comment, share, subscribe, all of that stuff. Join us on Patreon. We love the support. You've helped us reach 100 followers, which is awesome. Keep doing that. And we hope you guys enjoy our content. Good night and goodbye.
Good night and goodbye.
GG, guys.
Good night.
Hi, Miles.
Damn it.
Hey guys, it's Abraham here, aka the DM for Mythic Wyrd. Thanks so much for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. Keep spreading the Mythic Word.